Hi, my name is Tommy Bowman, and today I will be talking about the process of pickling steel coils. A little background on myself: I am currently a production supervisor at a processing plant, and what it all entails is cleaning steel coils with acid baths and packaging of the steel coils. Ceroto steel is a coil packaging process in which any surface of rust is cleaned from the steel and removed and cleaned. Ceroto steel quoted that in 2019, and California Steel said the heart of a pickling steel is acid baths. And this takes place at any temperature of between 180 degrees to 200 degrees acid. So a little bit about this process and a little background on it. This takes place with any steel coil to make a product such as your car springs, anything that goes into that. So there's four main steps to this. First step is staging the coils. The second step is loading the coils. The third step is cleaning the coils. And the final step is packaging the coils for shipment. In the first step of the process, you will find the coils that you need using the MDS. The MDS is what they're specing it, the specs on the coil, such as what grade it is, what coatings it's going to get, how long it gets cleaned for. Once the employee gets the steel tag and gets the specs on the coils will then be loaded onto the pin rack. The pin rack will then be spread out so the coils can be taken down to the coating line. I got a picture of a steel coil, if no one's ever seen them. This is a steel coil. This will be the beforehand product. So right here, these will all be cut open and loaded onto the pin rack. Once they're loaded on the pin rack, and a second employee will then write down the MDS and then load the coils on into the acid tanks, and then the coil process will begin its cleaning. After the cleaning, it will then be moved down to a tank where it will be coated. Based off the MDS, the coil requirements can be different. Once the process of cleaning and coating is done, it will then be moved on to packaging. But here's a picture of the coils being loaded onto the coil pin rack, where it will be then taken down to the coil cleaning stand. Once it is done with being loaded down to there and be taken to the acid tanks and then being cleaned, it will come off of the pin rack and go to the packaging area. In the packaging area, additional employees will look at the MDS requirements of the coils, and the coils will be packaged due to the specs of the customer. The customer specs vary based on the coils, and the after product will then be shipped out and sent to the customer based on their requirements. I have included a short video that will be in my outline. It is a little bit too long for this project, so I included it in the outline if you guys are curious on more aspects of this process.